So this song is dedicated to Governor Rip Van Periwinkle, who overslept not 20 but 2,020 years. It's called Get Off Your Knees and Get to Work. If you find yourself to be a resident of the Capitol or of the City Hall, as governor or mayor or as president, you're a public servant to us all. You were not elected as our pastor-in-chief, and preaching on the job is not a perk. Govern us with reason and not belief. Get off your knees and get to work. Get off your knees and start thinking. The answers will be found right here on earth. Unbow your head and open your eyes. Get off your knees and get to work. It makes no actual difference what you say to God. He may as well be Santa or an elf. Every time you bow your head and pray to God, you are only talking to yourself. If you run your office with propriety, your First Amendment duties you won't shirk. Everybody's tired of your piety. Get off those knees and get to work. Get off your knees and start thinking. The answers will be found right here on earth. Unbow your head and open your eyes. Get off your knees and get to work. Prayer won't. I have to get off my knees quickly. Faith won't fix the budget. Prayer won't pay the bills. Hope will never nudge it. But taxing churches will. Get off your knees and start thinking. The answers will be found right here on earth. Unbow your head and open your eyes. Get off your knees and get to work. I played a bunch of songs by secular composers, George Gershwin, Cole Porter. Cole Porter actually had to come out of 2 closets. Jerome Kern and Yip Harburg, who wrote Somewhere Over the Rainbow, who was a non-believer. And the Freedom from Religion Foundation published a collection of his light verse poetry. He wasn't just a lyricist of famous songs like It's Only a Paper Moon and April in Paris, but he was this very strong social advocate, social consciousness. Yip Harburg worked for liberal causes and civil rights and all of that. But he wrote a lot of light verse that we got to republish with his son Ernie called Rhymes for the Irreverent. And my favorite of Yip Harburg's poems, light verses, is called Lead Kindly Light. Where Bishop Patrick crossed the street, an X now marks the spot. The light of God was with him, but the traffic light was not. Then he wrote a poem called Adrift on a Star, which is about science, and he was looking at the stars in the universe and what is our place in it and what is the meaning of life. He also had another little poem called On a Clear Day from Mount Wilson You Can See Watts. So I stuck those 2 poems together to make a song called Adrift on a Star. With magic gear through stratosphere, on the stars we grope, but there's more to be found in the drop of a tear than there is in a telescope. Here we are, adrift on a star, alone in a silent sky, Lost in space, together we face the wonder of where and why. Why a sky without an end, a sea without a chart? Why the rain and why the rose? And why the trembling heart? Here we are, adrift on a star, and what is the journey for? Can it be the heart is the sea, and love is the golden shore? That wherever you are in this star-sprinkled dome, if there's love in your scar, you're home, you're home. Adrift on a star, and what is the journey for? Can it be the heart is the sea, and love is the golden shore? That wherever you are in this star-sprinkled dome, if there's love in your star, you're home, you're home. Did you know that the church outlawed the tango? Did you know that? So of course, what did everybody want to dance? You know, the dance that the church outlawed. What could be more sexy than that, right? So to fight back, beware of dogma. It has a bite. Beware of dogma. It wants a fight. Beware of dogma. It will ignite a holy war by itself. Beware of dogma. It'll trap your mind. Religious dogma. It'll make you blind. Beware of dogma. It's not designed to let you think for yourself. If we let it out in the universe, there will be no doubt everything is worse. Beware of dogma. Don't let it loose, that unchained dogma. It'll reproduce. Tie up your dogma. There's no excuse for ignorance anymore. Beware of dogma. Don't let it loose, that unchained dogma. It'll reproduce. Tie up your dogma. There's no excuse